Listen guys, AI is no longer a buzzword. It's something you need to understand. AI won't replace you. Those who will replace you are people who've taken the time to master the AI tools. So if you want to know the 5 top skills that you need to know to master being a digital entrepreneur, keep watching. So hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, great to meet you. Well, today I'm going to be talking about the 5 skills you must have if you want to become a digital entrepreneur in 2024 or 2025, which is around the corner. Did you know that AI has actually been around for a lot longer? Siri is AI.
I'm Siri, your virtual assistant.
Yeah, so she's AI, and Alexa as well, but she's off there, so she won't be talking. So we've been using AI a lot, autocorrect, online or on our phones. So we've actually had AI as our invisible visitor for quite a while. But today I'm actually going to concentrate on the AI tools that you need to grow your digital product business. So I'll share some of the top 3 AI tools that I use. Of course, ChatGPT, that was the first one out and everybody jumped on the bandwagon. But you know, on top of ChatGPTs now there are things or specialized ChatGPTs that are called GPTs. So these are like specialized GPTs. So I'm going to use an example now. So you know, when we're traveling, some of us, we travel commercial, right? But some travel private. So we're all going in the same direction, but we get a different experience, more customized. That's essentially what a GPT is. So it's specialized. So the GPT does everything. But the GPTs, they're more specialized. So these are almost like coded or programmed GPTs to do specific things. So for instance, you want to do social media, instead of using the general chat, you can use a GPT which is more specialized and focused on creating the best social media content. So for instance, LinkedIn, there's a GPT that actually does LinkedIn specific posts. So whatever post you have on LinkedIn, you've already prepared it, you just throw it in the GPT for viral LinkedIn posts, and it would change the way it's presented to your audience to get the best. That's one. Another one I use is Perplexity AI. Now, if you're doing any research, and as a digital entrepreneur, you should be doing your research. So you can't just guess things, you need to do research. And one of those tools that allows you to do that is Perplexity AI. Say for instance, when I was creating my latest lead magnet, which is about those 5 myths that are stopping you from creating your digital products, I use Perplexity AI to help me to do some research into some of the reasons why especially women over 40 are not creating digital products, and it gave me so many ideas, and I was able to narrow down on those ideas and talk about those, and it covers the 5 myths that are stopping you from creating your own digital products. And one of those myths will shock you, and these are things that you can overcome. So I cover the myths and also the solutions. So grab a copy below. Another tool that I use is Microsoft Copilot. Now, the reason why I use this in addition to chat is because if you use chat, you know that chat limits, whether you're paying or not. After a certain time, after so many prompts, it will ask you to come back practically 10 years later, and nobody has time for that. So I have Microsoft Copilot, which does the same thing as ChatGPT. It's giving it prompts and coming up with answers, because these tools will save you time. For instance, this video, I knew I wanted to talk about the 5 skills that digital entrepreneurs need to have, and I gave it came up with 12, and I just chose the best 5. It's giving me those ideas, and I just need to go in there and give it my take on those tools and how I use these tools, or how these skills are helping me with my business. So of course, ChatGPT and these AI tools don't know you specifically, but they can give you an idea so that when you do create your videos, content, you have some structure. It helps you with structure. That's one thing it does. Yeah, so those are the 3 tools I use. So it's ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Microsoft Copilot. I use others, but I just want to stick to the main 3 that I use every day. Those tabs are open on my laptop every day, and I'm going to do a video where I show you how to start and exactly how I've used them. And in this video here, I've actually explained how I use ChatGPT to organize the process of posting my videos, all the summary, description, thumbnail, hashtags, chat. At this stage of the video, I'm sure you're getting value. So can I please ask you to like and consider subscribing to the channel so I'll be able to bring you more content like this. Now, another skill you must have is being able to market. Digital entrepreneur these days need to master the art of marketing online. Now, if you're not marketing, it's like winking in the dark. You know you're winking, but nobody else knows. Whatever business you're in, you need to be speaking to your target audience. And if you're a digital entrepreneur, those people are online. Now, there are many ways you can reach them. Social media platforms are one, and you need to understand those platforms. Yeah, you can't put things that you put on YouTube, on LinkedIn, just like that. Listen, I do it sometimes. I'm guilty of that. I'll just post a link from a YouTube video onto LinkedIn. I don't get the kind of attention or engagement I would like. But moving forward, I'm going to start creating videos that are native to LinkedIn. So this week, for instance, I produced a carousel, and I was just talking about some of the tools or methods that have enabled me to become more productive. I'm also looking at the platform because I want to go heavy on the platform and seeing what works. So I'm going to be testing that over the next few weeks. So if you want to follow me, WhatsApp should not be left out of it as well, because that's part of being able to market what you do. And then we're coming back to SMS. So people are getting text messages here, that because it's something that has not been used for a long time, but now people are coming back to it. Now, email, newsletters, having people sign up to your newsletter so you can then reach out to them and talk about what you do. So when they're ready to buy or invest in you, you're there. So we need to be all these touch points. You need to understand your customer touch points and make sure you're there, which takes me nicely into the fourth skill, which is we need to be making data-driven decisions. There are analytical tools on all of the platforms online now, which we can use. YouTube, for instance, gives me an idea of what's working and what isn't. So you need to be checking your data. Before you post anything as well, you do your research. When I come on YouTube here, I do something called reverse engineering, which is I will look at what's working in my niche, check that, and try to recreate that using my own words, my own take on it. So these are some of the things that I do. As I mentioned earlier, Perplexity AI, that's a great tool. I use that as well to do research into what my target audience are looking for. There's also Answer the Public. So if you're not sure about what your target audience want, you can use tools like Answer the Public, where people go in there and ask questions. And if that falls within your target audience, you can use your social media, whether that's a video, post, to answer those questions, or produce a newsletter and send it out to your subscribers. And then the final skill, of course, you can't do all of this by yourself. You're going to need to build an online team. Now, initially, they may not be permanent. It might just be using someone on Fiverr, people per hour, or Upwork. But you need to be able to understand how to use and manage these remote teams. So it's not a case of delegate and forget. You need to manage them. And some of these tools that you can use to manage them, of course, are Zoom, Slack. And again, these AI tools like ChatGPT can help you manage these teams, because you're going to need a job description. You're going to need to be able to communicate with them. And these tools can supply these to you. Simple. But we were looking for a manager. He was able to give us a job description, and not only that, was able to come up with questions we can ask in the interview. So can you see how much time these tools can save us? Please comment in the box below. Of the tools that I've mentioned, are there any that you want me to go into a bit more detail? Let me know in the comments. If you're still watching this video, come on, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Anyway guys, that's all I have for you. Remember to be bold,